And I know when we sometimes we boil it down for customers to kind of like the three main talking points we've talked about, and you already hit on a couple of them, right? Identity, the data, and the device, right? That kind of trifecta of really what makes up a digital workplace. And there's a whole lot of other aspects, collaboration tools and application delivery solutions. But really, when you boil it down to identity, data, and device, you know, where does somebody start, by having those conversations? I mean, where do we want to start with conversations on that?
Well, that's a heavy question because we have a lot of there's so many different requirements in this space. You could have an organization that has a concern with contractors or remote workers, and if somebody is terminated or leaves for another position or retires, how do you get the data back? How do you get the device back? So we have a number of concerns around securing the endpoint management, preventing data exfiltration. There are a number of concerns around that. At the same time, we could have somebody say, we just acquired a business and we brought this new business unit on of 1,000 employees and everybody's complaining because it's slow and unusable. So, where where do we focus or what's driving this? I think it's a lot. And the lazy consulting answer, it depends. I'll try not to say those two words again on this call, but it really does.
I know
There,
it really does because every organization is always in a different stage in what they're doing with their digital workplace, right? I think that's important for a lot of our customers to understand is like there's no one way of getting to a optimized digital workplace strategy. It's about understanding your current state and kind of evolving and iterating through different versions. So you talked about security, like that's a big piece of this, right? Because now that potentially this hybrid workforce is using personal devices or a mix of personal and corporate devices. Security is a big deal. I know you've talked about experience a lot, right? Maybe you can talk about experience of why does this matter for customers and for our clients.